Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Sanguis. It's the next game by the Lightbulb crew, who made Other Side, if you remember that game from a while back. They also made Nova Hearts, which I should go back and play at some point. But it is a brutal-looking, really muted color palette, tactical, like turn-based strategy game. I think Other Side was more of a roguelite, but this seems like it's not doing that. So more about like an actual campaign mode, less for replay value, at least from what I can tell from the outside. But I absolutely loved the idea of Other Side. The problem is it kicked my ass 7 ways to Tuesday, so I never actually got around to finishing it. However, something that builds upon that, keeping the same general like style and ambiance, and with more of a focus on just completing missions and an interesting story is very much my jam. So I should mention that the Sanguis demo is available now. And so if you want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. Game is out sometime. It just says coming soon, so that could be sometime this year. Could be a little bit later. I don't know. I like it when developers take all the time they need to let the game cook. And as part of that, I should also say a very quick thank you to the Lightbulb crew and Fire Squid for reaching out and sponsoring this video. So with that, let's dive in and see where this goes.
Life was consumed by the void, and the world stopped. From this stillness, I was born. Once more, I find myself awake. What remains is memory. Fractured, injured, resisting. So, one more time, I shall send you. Rise from the Sanguis. Bleed the world back to life. My STILLAE.
Okay, shows how much corrupted blood you've collected. 400 is required to access the boss location. Boss location. Accessible area, we can select available locations. So these are just missions. Difficulty is added accumulatively through there. After choosing a difficulty, you can access the location. So the higher the difficulty level, the better the reward. How much movement resource you have left. Okay. So, go forth, my STILLAE. May the Sanguis bring you triumph. So I can end memory. STILLAE. So we can take a look at our characters. I'm just going to poke at some things for a second. So we've got Kale, Syra, and Leora. So it looks like they all have slightly different abilities. So saying Lattice. Let's see. Cutting Edge, Instant Melee, and Bleed. Bolt Step, 16 damage. Mark to a target. Mark increases critical vulnerability by 50%. And then Verd or Temporal Arc. I don't know, we'll have to play around with some of these. Doesn't look like we have any traits unlocked with any of them. And then we also have Progression. You've faded, but your memory remains. I can strengthen you with them. So we can upgrade various things. So damage dealt, static chain skill, increase health, increase AP, and increase movement range on the map. Well, we can only do so much with any of those. I mean, we can't do anything in the moment. So the location available, Desert of the Drowned, Convoluted City. So starting pit location. So in that case, do we want to just go to Convoluted City, or do I want to go over here? Memory gauge. 50 resources are required to move from location to location. And 400 blood are required. Resets at the end of each memory. So maybe there's a little bit of roguelike-ishness to this. Let's start small. And see what we've got. So enemies 100% health, so I can do Conqueror. Okay, so no effects. We can double the enemy's health for a little bit more blood and STILLAE. So the main benefit is the STILLAE rather than blood. Well, I think let's go for just T1 and see how it goes. Okay, timeline determines the character's order of turns, camera controls. Spend ability points to use skills move characters. Burst mode activates if less than 40 AP remains, causing a 100 time unit delay before the next turn in the timeline. Interesting. Okay, when you're done, next turn here. I'm torturing myself today. We had BLTs and now my apartment just smells like bacon. So every once in a while I just like breathe in and it's just a nice whiff of bacon. I'm like, oh, I want more. Anyway, where are we at? So we've got basic enemies, Potentat, Sword, Reaction, Melee. After taking damage, deals 30 damage and applies vulnerable to the target. Next turn. So maybe it hasn't actually done the move yet? So this is what it's planning on doing. Okay, so I have my Tempester. Okay. If the target has mark, removes it, doing 20 extra damage. So we kind of want to... Oh, I see. Do they all just have the same moveset? They might. So I can move here. Let's do it. So we move there, then we do Volt Step. We've marked them. And then go Burst. So this has got range, I think. Or is this an AoE? Oh, so it's going there, and that's the burst action. Okay. End turn. So what do we want to do with her? Okay. Cutting Edge, instant melee, does damage and bleed to the target. So they're marked, so we probably want to leave that alone. Pushes the enemy back. Armored Cocoon spawns an Ishim. Hatch, delayed self. We could try and kill it. I wonder if I can make it bleed multiple times. No, it looks like bleed is a one-time thing. And we have nothing else. Just move back there. Okay, so what's she have? The target is an enemy, does 14 damage. The target delays their turn. They're an ally, restores health, so they're a healer, kind of. Kind of a healer. So we can just kick this person back. Oh. Okay. Bleeding. I wish I knew exactly what bleed did. Okay, this one's instant. Is that going to hit both of them? It does. Okay, then we just end turn. So we got a reaction detonation, which exploded things. And then there's the temporal arc. I only partially understand exactly what I'm doing here, but it looks cool. Oh, I love the really corrupted angel look. The upside down wings and the black halos. Okay, there's a lot of enemies here, which, oh god, actually this is a problem. So Explosive Cinder, after taking damage, or after a character lies, does 25 damage. We have Pustulus, so this whole thing is explosive. Move here. The Ishim doesn't have much HP. I'm just gonna go for that, see if I can blow up that area. End turn. Okay, that's a retribution. Ow. So got a bleed and a pushback. Instant single target melee. Move here. We might also just lose this. We'll find out. Okay, so the side attack gave me a bonus. So if I do the repel, that kills that one, gets me agile. I don't even see what that gives me. So unfortunately, this guy's set to a... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do much, because he's going to retaliate. Now that's a melee reaction. Okay, so did not hit my ally and did not get hurt. Okay, Kale's fine. So actually, oh. So let's just go for that and then end turn. So these pustules are exploding and turning into, oh, higher order beings. Which is maybe not great for me. I thought that, okay, oh, do we only have to kill 4 units? Well, that's a nice chain reaction. I don't think these are the target units, though. I think these are just random things. I think maybe it's the stuff with the exclamation mark that I have to destroy. Ow, those suckers hurt. We might have to take this a little bit more seriously. Or lose. Losing is always an option. Not great for my first round, but I'm learning. This is not Final Fantasy Tactics where each character operates independently. It seems like my... Oh, kill targeted enemies. This... Okay, it's just that... Okay. This is better. Is he still set to reaction mode? He is. Okay, that one's toast. We get Prodigy. Luckily, these little guys don't have much health. Now, I've still got some AP. We can potentially kill this sucker. Because, yeah, I might not get the retaliation. Okay. The main fear is her. But I also only have to kill this guy. And then the mission might be over. So those traits? Okay, objective completed. Okay, so deal 3 damage 3 times in a single turn, one-shot an enemy. Did all the most damage? Okay, so these are various perks or traits that they gained. Okay. Ah, so we could pick a perk or an ability for these characters. We can also recall, which might be re-roll it. Now, I want to see if I could check what their abilities are. So melee, push the target back 3 tiles, 22 damage. Instant, 18 AP, 11 damage twice to the target, pushes it back by 1 tiles, then moves yourself forward 1. Or fortified to self, permanently reduces incoming damage by 5. I think I'm going to go for that. So that's an AoE. Oh, this is the ability. So this one does mark. So Electric Gale wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a ranged attack, and if it's a crit, does additional 10 damage to target and adjacent enemies. Or we have Parry Epic. Interruption, 30 AP, melee, single tile, cooldown 2. Before an enemy uses a skill in melee range, interrupts it, and then advances your turn. I think I'm still going to go for the Electric Gale. Oh, wait, these are rarities. Ah, shoot. Okay, so they have kind of the damage and heal. I guess I'm going to try parry. Oh, I can go back. Okay, parry common, Master Blessing legendary. Yeah, which is better? I have no idea. I think I'm going to go with those. Go for the higher rarity ones. Okay, so I've got some resources. I think these carry over and don't get reset. So this needs, oh, more of each of these resources. So which of these do I actually want? Movement range on the map, AP by 5. The AP is really tempting. Reduces movement AP cost by 1. Crit chance by 10% is actually extremely good. Damage reduction by 1. Blood wave, gravity well. AP consumption. Backstab damage. I don't know. Let's see about going for that. Okay, and then traits. So these are just the different things they've completed. What does consult do? Oh, just see everything. Well, can't do much with that. Do I want to do another small? We're looking for whatever gives me the most of resources 2 and 3. Kill target enemies. Yeah, do we have any other objective types? Yes. Destroy the menace. Veins of stone. I don't think I want to go for the double damage. That could actually be really stinky. So I think we just go here. Because the enemies having double health wasn't too bad. Yeah, so my assumption is the progression is kind of our permanent stat gain. Ooh. After taking damage or after a character collides, does 25 damage, pushes the target back, vulnerable. Cocoon explosives spawns a Seraphim, spawns... Okay, create spatulate. So what is our goal here? Kill all enemies. Okay, so that matters a lot more. I'm going to move over here. If I do a Master Blessing. And then end turn. So, if we do anything, we kind of want to... Let's see. Melee, single target. Alright, I'm going to go here. We're going to do a repelling thrust on that one. Oh boy, here we go. Well... let's see. Can't tell if that thing even has health. Can I attack it? No, I think I'm going to move back. And let's do Coagulate on Self. I don't know if I can keep fortifying or if it doesn't stack. Time to find out. No, okay. I think I'm just going to end turn. Because we want that Master Blessing. I don't necessarily mind these guys somewhat coming at me, though we might want to scoot over and get to the Bloodbaths and get them to explode. Because there's a number of Bloodbaths on this side that need exploding. Okay. Damage delays their turn. So they have parry. Eon Shard. AoE, but nobody's... Well, I guess if I go over here... So that's the delayed Soul Drain. Ooh. And then only have a little bit. So we'll just set parry on self. Then end turn. So he hits them both. Yeah, so I guess that guy just keeps sapping my AP. Oh, so this Blorbo just creates more explodies for me. You know, weirdly enough, I'm kind of fine with that. As long as they're not the enemies that I need to kill. I don't know. Okay, so this one, we have Plasmatic Hail, range AoE if target has mark, remove it. Can't do Master Blessing again, but we don't need it. Melee, mark to target. Well, I think I'm just going to move here and see if I can just stab these guys. I'll take this one out as well. I don't know how much she has. Oh, we've got a big damage modifier too. Well, you know what? All things considered, hit this one too. If I've got the AP, we might as well just run around slapping things. I don't think I have enough juice. That's 22 AP. Yeah, we can't do it. But that's okay. We didn't need it. Okay, so he's got Retribution. We don't care deeply about those. Ah, so if I killed those, it wouldn't have turned into the weird blorbers. That's fine. So how do we want to do this one? Okay. Guess I'm gonna just move here. We're gonna do... Oop. Move here. Hit that guy. And then do a temporal arc. And then end turn. We've still got that guy, but they haven't proven themselves to be too much of a threat. Yeah, they keep discouraging me. Oh. I guess that one dodges. Oh. That's an interesting AoE. Yeah, so these guys are... The Seraphim are support units more than anything else. Which means I'm not terribly worried about them. Okay. So that's just going to keep creating pustulas. I don't think this thing has health. So, to some degree, we kind of don't care. Oh. There's a Fortify gone. Okay. I'm just gonna yeet. I think I'm just gonna go for multi-yeet. Or it just dies. Okay. Go here. Big stab. Yeah, crit. And nice side hit. Let's see. And then we might as well just fortify. None of these enemies have really been a threat to me so far, so... Well, I guess there's the threat. That kind of hurts. But yeah, if we can kill this guy, I'm not terribly worried about the Seraphim at all. Okay. Move here. Volt Step. And then prep a hail. They might move before they get to do that. Oh. And that doesn't interrupt. Wait, I guess I'll just kill this guy. Sure. Oh, is that it? We just win. Because the Seraphim don't actually count as proper units. They're just assistants. Neat. Okay. So these... Some of these are traits, some of these are not. So, reduces movement cost by 1 is tempting. Target has bleed, removes it, restores health to self. That's common, but is good. Movement cost on a per tile basis is kind of good. And moves forward, does damage to the target, pushes it back. So, I think I like that. Yeah, we get parry if I want it. I think I'm going to go for the crit damage. The range of your range skills by 1. Tempting. Pulls the target 4 tiles, does some damage. Yeah, I'll go for skill range. Like, I'm not actually sure if those are amazingly good for what I'm trying to do. But it's fine. So we need 400 blood. And I have 4 more missions. Okay, so this one, has an effect. Every 80 TU spawns an explosive cinder and 2 random tiles. So yeah, that has a special effect. This one has 2. Yeah, 121 blood, 45 blood. So what I should probably do... Well, okay. I take a look at progression again. I need more of the hands, and I need more of the book. We don't need more of the eye. I don't know if this is a book exactly. It has kind of like an open book look to it, but it's more like a... I don't know. So it could go here. Reduce all characters delayed to... Ooh, sure. Let's go for that one. It's a fun tactical RPG. And the idea of potentially having randomly... I love the randomly generated abilities and perks and stuff. I don't think every video game needs to be a roguelike. However, I'm getting to the point where it really does feel like every game is kind of boosted. Okay. So, let's see. Moving... Well, how much is this going to cost? 27 AP plus 20 AP. That's 47. So we want to leave ourselves at least 60. So I think I'm just going to move up here. We're going to prep a prismatic hail. I'm going to move one more. Prep a prismatic hail out here. And then a master blessing here. So we just got to get Flora within range, which should be nice and easy. End turn. So she's got to push. Yeah, melee. If I have her move here, we can just do repelling thrust. Send that off there. That's just going to explode this whole area. Well, I'll take it. I was going to fire an AoE and wait. Did we just win? Okay, so maybe we do actually go up one more difficulty level. So increase in max health. Increases your AP consumption. Why would I pick that? I don't actually know if I really like any of these. Damage reduction. Okay, no, recall is the one that I pick it. Okay, health. Before an enemy... Okay, so that's just the parry again. Yeah, I'll grab it. End of turn initiative by 10, or damage multiplier. Not really my damage dealer. Let's go for end turn initiative. I think that just means that they get to take their next turn faster. Okay, a little bit more. Do we bump this up? I think so. Yeah, I guess I'll do this one. High density of corrupted blood's been found in the location. Which will give me a lot. And that should let me go fight the boss. Not that we want to fight the boss. Okay, yeah, every 80 TU spawns an explosive cinder and 2 random tiles. That could be stinky. Okay, kill all enemies is my objective again. Luckily, it seems to be like a heck of a lot of pustulas. And explosives. Okay. After taking damage, or after a character collides, does 25 damage. Let's hope this doesn't explode on me. Should be perfect. Damn it. Okay. And then I can move her somewhere. Do we move her anywhere? I think the thing is, I want to get a really nice cascading damage effect. Oh, this would have done it. Well, oh well. It's going to cost most of my AP, but it's probably worth it. Whee! Oh no. Okay. We're not getting the chain explosion that I was hoping for. But it's fine. Yeah, those explosions just aren't quite big enough for what I'm aiming for. So that hurt a smidge. But this is also the one character that can take that damage comfortably. Okay. Then can I scoot straight through here? Yes. So I can do a parry. We can also do a temporal arc. I have just enough to do a parry. Perfect. Because the temporal arc's going to heal. Because, yeah, it'd be nice to potentially get all of these guys to explode. Oh, but the thing is, the Seraphim, once again, aren't a problem. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, so we don't have to kill the Seraphim. Oops. Oh well. It's got the bleed. Honestly, we can hit this guy a couple of times. Because, yeah, I've got a ton of AP. Keep stacking Fortify for reasons. Right. And we're just going to have more of those spawning in. They aren't a huge issue for me. Okay, the Seraphim, in retrospect, are a problem. Because they are going to just keep kicking me down the time code. On the flip side, there's also only one dude that we have yet to fight. Go here. So I can just do Eon Shard, I think. Instant 15 AP. That'll heal my allies. We haven't taken any damage. I wonder if I could have actually queued up multiple of those shots. But yeah, that might have been the only remaining enemy. Yep, there they all go. Yeah, kill all enemies, but it's only like actual primary enemies as opposed to minions. Minions just instantly die. Health legendary. I'm curious about the AP consumption. What does that even mean? Oh, increase your crit chance by 25%. 50%. Yeah, I think I have to. Let's go for timeline intensity bonus. The AP consumption one is confusing to me. Oh. So there's the boss location. Do we want to go fight it? We can do one more regular fight before I do so. Let's take a look at progression as well. It says resources needed. I wonder if this is one of those that I can only buy these after a memory is over. I'm going to assume that's the case. Okay. This one seems to have the most. Strengthen a random enemy? Eh. Increases all characters' movement cost by 1. Doesn't strike me as, like, amazingly good. Destroy the Menace. Now that seems vaguely interesting. Because the last couple have mostly just been kill the one or two corrupted angels that are sticking around, or whatever their actual name is. Which is the Menace? So we've got a Cinderheart, we've got Cocoon spawning Irims. Oh, kill all enemies. So deals 50 damage to the targets. Ooh. Okay, Ranger Piercer. So we need to be very scared of these guys. They've got really good range, too. And it looks like they don't... Okay. They don't care about time, either. I'm going to save Master Blessing for a bit. We're going to do a Volt Step. I am a fool. I stabbed the heart thing that does not explode. Okay, so far so good. Move back over here, and then just do a coagulate. Not much else I can do about it. And then we have her. Yeah, I have a parry. I've got Eon Shard. I think we're just going to do this. Prep to give them the time boost. That's the only one I can do. So we need to get Leora a ability that doesn't have a cooldown. Okay, now we need to be... Oh. Okay, it's got a reaction. So this is a problem. Both of these are just going to be shooting me. Yeah, so what does this one do? After a STILLAE does damage to the target, deals damage, pushes them back. These guys are mean. Okay. Luckily we don't take that much damage from them. I'm just going to line them up. So the one benefit is... Ow. We're very fast. And we actually have a decent amount of health. And they're all lined up next to each other. And she's got the pushback. They also don't have much HP. So I think I'm actually going to zoom across the board. Clonk them. Stab them. Yeah, I think I can actually just execute all of these guys. Sick. Ow. Really not much of a problem for me. And just move there. Yeah, I can just traverse the entire dang map. Like, no time at all. Wow, that's big damage. So reducing my movement AP might actually be really good for these guys. I have to, like, unlearn other tactical RPGs. Which is funny. Oh. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling the just go for the damage reduction. Okay. If it's a crit, it does damage. If it's a crit, does additional damage to the target and other enemies. I was really hoping for the higher rarity version of that. I'll go for the reroll, see what I can get. Yeah. Well, do we want to go for shoulder charge? Because this is the character that doesn't... Yeah, it's all cooldown based. So I could use shoulder charge repeatedly. Even if it's only rare. That at least means that she can go to town on something. let's go to the Thirst's Yearning. Kill targeted enemies. Reward 0 blood. Should be fine. There's something about the aesthetic of, like, demons fighting corrupted angel stuff. No! Coming soon! At least let me see the boss. Well, one way or another, that was very satisfying. I think the one thing I'd say is I wish there was a little bit more immediate enemy variety. And I'm sure that exists, and it's just I'm on the earliest possible difficulty, so it's not going to give me more. I don't know if it's supposed to be doing anything else here. Okay. I think it might be wanting me to go see the trailer, but it stuck. I don't know. Let's pop back into the game, see if I can pick a different level, because I might as well finish off on a different fight if I can. Or if it resets me back to the very beginning. I mean, one way or another, we had a very good view of what this has to offer. Okay. Oh. Not enough memories. Okay, so we have to end the memory. End the current memory. Let's see what happens with that at the very least. So your time in this plane has come to an end. Return to my embrace. Start memory. So here's where we get to buy our upgrades. Reducing the movement AP cost is really tempting. Oh, but none of these are available in the demo, at least at the moment. So farming for the resources is moot. So now we get to create a new character. Start memory. Oh. Wait, end memory again, because why not? So it looks like we keep all of our resources. And could spend them on upgrades if we wanted to. We can't. So I want to take a look at this. So we have 3 different classes, at least currently: the Sanguis, the Tempester, and the Veritor, each with their own strengths and weaknesses. So it looks like by default we get the oh, I see. So by default we get 1 of each, and each of them has their own appearance. I like the idea of potentially stacking 3. I was actually really liking these Sanguis, whereas the Veritor felt a little rougher. Hopefully there's more classes than this. I truly do not know what to expect from this, and frankly, I had a very good time with it, so it doesn't really matter. But I'd love to see more, like, advanced class messing around. I'm a huge fan of, like, advanced classes that you have to unlock and, you know, mix and match for interesting abilities. Like if you could get subclasses or prestige classes or who knows what. But the main one I'd say is I love the perk system. Every single fight, you get a random passive ability or active ability with a rarity bonus. That's so nice because it lets you mix and match and play around with builds. And then if your build doesn't work, you start a new memory and try something else next time. Who knows, you might get really lucky. You know, stack a bunch of those damage reduction perks and then nothing can stop you. Maybe your other characters get toasted, but whoever your tank is just totally fine. Who knows? Either way, I think there's a lot to love here. I love the aesthetic. I love the... I mean, I have no idea what's going on with the story, but it very much seems to be demons versus corrupted angels, which is, you know, it's not necessarily a unique framing element at this point, but it is one of the I haven't seen like developed terribly deeply, and I'm curious to see where this will go with the actual like storytelling. I did notice in the intro cutscene that the words didn't match up with what the voice actor was saying, and I'd love to see that match up, but also really doesn't matter. This is just a demo. Anyway, before we go, I might as well actually bring us here just because sometimes when the game ends a little early, I might as well play the trailer on top of everything else. Let's quickly quit out of the game, put this in, and give us some display capture. There we go.
And so, I awaken again. Go forth, memories of my blood. Retrieve what is ours. Fear not the hollow moon. For the Sanguis grants you strength. Drench the world in blood so it may live.
I think this is the more story trailer.
The hollow moon looms above. Lost are the remembrances of life. I must reclaim them.
So it seems like it's kind of just a repeat. Oh. Okay, some of this is new. But yeah, it looks like they're just reusing a fair bit for both trailers. One way or another, it's got a really nice style to it. I'm hoping there's other environment types, like once you clear a boss, it moves to a different biome or something, just because. The artistry just on display here is really nice. Like everything has that like really corrupted, pseudo-biblical, but not really look to it, and that's a style I don't see played with much. I think mostly because it's kind of hard to play in that space without sparking some degree of consternation, but on the flip side, like, it's so cool, and when done well, it's nothing short of exciting to see. And it's one of those settings and framing elements that I want to see develop further in different ways. Anyway, I guess, what do we even, you know what, I'll just throw a display capture back on so we're looking at something. So, we don't need to keep seeing the trailer on loop. So the Sanguis demo is going on right now, so if you want to play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. I don't know how long the demo is going to stick around for. Yeah, 28 different skills. I think I only showed off a portion of them. 16 unlockable traits, 9 different enemies. I think maybe we saw about half of that. And there are 2 different biomes, the desert and the Desert of the Drowns and the Convoluted City. Okay, so there's more that I have yet to see as part of that. Anywho, so yeah, if you want to play the demo yourselves, just follow the link in the description below, give it a shot, and make sure to add the game to your wish list as it helps it rank higher, not only in the next fest, but leading up to release as well, which helps the developers immensely. And I guess speaking of the developers, I want to say a very quick thank you to Lightbulb Crew and Fire Squid for reaching out and sponsoring this video. It was very kind of you. It was a ton of fun. And yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I want more games with procedural generation, just a little bit of randomization to give me some fun things to play around with. And so having those randomized talents and moves feels so good, and I want more games to learn from this. Anyway, I guess with all of that said, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.